Hi, Cheryl here today, and I am here to show you a new bracelet and cuff, and I am calling this a twisted dragon scale. When I start to make it, you're going to see why I'm calling it a twisted dragon scale. When you pull it, it looks very much like the dragon scale, but it crunches up to a nice crunch, and it does have a different look than the dragon scale. When you look at them side by side, you'll see that there definitely is a difference in the look. Here's one of my dragon scale bracelets, so you can see them compared to see that there is a difference in the look. This one is crunchier and it's got a little bit more of a lacier look to it. If you look at them side by side. But I am calling this, like I said, a twisted dragon scale bracelet. Here's your dragon scale. Here is your twisted dragon scale. So I hope you like this, and it is done a lot like the dragon scale, very much like it, but I think it is actually easier to do than the dragon scale bracelet. And today I'm going to show you how to do it on the Loom. And I'm going to show you how to do, the way I'm going to show you how to do it, you'll be able to do just about any size. Let's get started. So I'm working with just one piece of the loom, and I'm putting it in the middle. Setting up in the middle, and I'm setting up so it's pointing to the right. Move in a little bit here. Set it up so it's pointing to the right. Let's get our bands out. And if you're going to make an entire loom, it's going to take, to make one this size that I showed you here, it took approximately 270 bands. Yes, I counted the bands for you this time. I know it's amazing, I actually counted bands. So it took about 270 bands to do that one, and it is loose. If you want one that's going to be tight on your wrist so it's stretching, it's going to take even less bands. So that was about 270 to be loose on my arm. Alright, so let me get some bands out so we can get started. We'll get some orange and some green to show you this one. Alright, so to start on this, you're going to start from the right end of your loom, and you're going to start, you're not going to start at the end 2 pegs for this, you're always going to start in 2 pegs, and you're going to put it on the 3rd peg in, twist it to the 2nd peg in. And you're going to count out however many you want. You're going to make this whatever width you want, and you're going to stop. For the sake of this, I'm just going to do it 2 and 3. But I could make this whatever length I want, and it's not going to change how you do this. Okay? It's always going to be done in the same pattern, so you always start here on the 2nd set in. Always going to start on the 3rd peg. You're always going to wrap it back to the 2nd peg. Okay? And then you're going to go out to however many you want, whatever width you want your bracelet to be. Push these down, and then you're going to go back between these 2 and twist. Between these 2 and twist. And between these 2 and twist. Now you are set up with your first row, and you are ready to hook. These are easier to hook over, less chance of you dropping your hook with these because they're twisted. To hook these over, you're going to grab the bottom one, pull it forward, lift it out, up, over to the back. You're doing that with each one, forward, out, up, over to the back. And push everything down. Then you're going back to the whatever row you ended at here. So you're alternating to the end row and then to the second row. You're twisting, putting it on. Twisting, putting it on. Every single row you're going to twist. Out, up and over for every time you do it. Push everything down. Now you're back to in one space. Each row you shift between out one space and then in one space for the next row. Out one space for the first row, in one space for the second. Out one space for the third, in one space for the fourth. So you're going to alternate each row, out and then in, out and then in. No matter how wide you make the bracelet, you're always going to do it this way. It's the beauty of this bracelet. The pattern does not change. And unlike the dragon scale, it doesn't pull off easily. Not that it doesn't come off sometimes, it does. Occasionally, but not as easily as the dragon scale, as the regular dragon scale. This row is out, so this row goes in. Starting to come off the back. Alright, I'm going to pause from here. As you can see, all you're doing is, like I said, is shifting from starting here to starting here in between each row. I'm going to finish up, I'm going to take it out far enough that I can show you how to take it off from here, and then I'll be back. Okay, I have this long enough for a bracelet. So now I am ready to take it off the loom. So I'm going to show you how to do that. You're going to start at this end. You're going to take the first one off, and then the second one off, and then the second one off, and you're holding on the rest on as you do this. Okay? And then you can either slide this one through this one, or you can go here and pull it up over, whichever way is easier for you. Then you're going to go to your next one, take it off, and you can go here. Oh, don't blur out of me. Bad camera. And pull this up over. I'm going to keep going down the row this way. Take it off. Making sure you're holding this in place. Go here and pull this up over. Next one, put your finger here and hold this in place. Go here and pull this up over. Next. And the last one off. Just loom aside. And then you can put your clip, take your clip and put these two together. Whatever kind of clip you want to use for this, there's no rule of thumb here. Okay? This clip you can use to go to the other side. When you go to the other side for this, you want to go to the, see how you've got the little loops going upside here? Go to the very last one and put your clip through both pieces, both sides of this. Through this band and this band. Okay. So let me get my clip around here so I can do that. So I want to go through both sides, not just one. And then I'm gonna, my clip's locked in place, so I'm gonna lock it in place. And I'm gonna go to the other side. Let me focus this better. There we go. I'm gonna go to the other side. I'm going up to the top here, to the very top again. And I'm going through both sides here. Finding the very top of the other side and putting it through. No matter what size your band is, cuff, bracelet, whatever, you're going to always put one on both sides like I just did there. Alright, and then whatever size your band is, you're going to evenly space them through the middle with however many you're comfortable with. Since I've got a smaller band, I'm just going to put one here in between these two to make it look good. So I'm going to start with this side over here. I'm going to find a good spot to put it at, which looks right about here in the middle. Put it through this side in a good spot. When I go to this side, you're going to have some loose bands here. You're not going to just hook it through these, otherwise you're going to have it pulling awkwardly and it's not going to look good. Make sure you go through. If you don't have a clip that only if you have a clip that only holds two bands, ignore these completely and go to these two. If you have one that'll hold more than a couple bands, then grab like all four of these. So like I said, if you have a clip that only holds a few bands, ignore those two completely. If it'll hold a lot, then grab those two like I'm doing. I'm grabbing these two here. But I'm going even deeper and grabbing a couple more. Sorry, sometimes I talk too fast, so I want to back up and make sure you got what I'm saying. So it's holding on nicely, you see there? Okay? And there you have it, a Twisted Dragon scale bracelet. I have posted patterns for this on my blog site, and in the About section of this video is the name of my blog site and the address, so that you can find it easily. I put a pattern for the full loom, for an 8-peg bracelet, and for a 4-peg bracelet. So if you're looking for a pattern for that, you can check them out there. I hope you liked the tutorial. If you have any questions, please let me know, and please check out my other videos. Thank you for watching.